What's up, chat? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about The Sims live stream, showing off some new gameplay from the Sims 4 Moschino Stuff pack. So every once in a while, the Sim Gurus will show off some new stuff on their Twitch channel. And today we had Sim Guru Ninja, Sim Guru George, and Sim Guru Mr. E grace us with a deep dive into the Sims 4 Moschino Stuff pack that will be launching on PC this Tuesday, August 13th, and on console September 3rd. Before I get into the stream cap, can we please take a moment to enjoy the fashion that is happening here? Okay, moving on. So they first showed off some of the build by objects along with some swatches of the objects. I already gave my thoughts on most of this stuff during my Moschino Stuff pack reaction video. So if you haven't, you can check that out here. But long story short, I really like the style of the build objects, with the favorite pieces, my standout pieces, being the new windows, new wallpaper, the lights, the bookshelf, and that neon style sign wall art. They then went on to talk about the new freelance fashion photographer career. So this can be found with the other freelance careers. And in order to work in this new career, you have to check for gigs. So the type of gig and the payout will be determined by your sim skill in photography. So this is really great because you can control how much work your sim is going to get. So this is really great for storytellers. If you want to have your sim get all the gigs and be like a really popular photographer, just keep working. If you want to feel like it's a struggle, maybe only allow your sim self to do a couple a week or something like that. It's really up to you, and I really like how it's up to the player. So you're not sort of just going into a job every day. It's very player focused. So your choices matter. And I mean, that makes for good gameplay, and the replayability, that helps with that as well, with all different stories that you can do with this. What is also really cool is that the style influencer career that came in an update last year, I think it was the update right before Get Famous. So the style influencer career is completely integrated into this gameplay. So here's what you can do with that. The Guru showed this off right here.
We requested. I mean, I like finding the style. It involves a style influencer. You guys also remember there was a patch at one point for the style influencer career. So yeah, this actually involves using the style influencer career sims that are in your game.
Yeah. So I've selected that gig, and now, as you can see, I have 3 tasks. Chat with the style influencer, take a photo of Sims in formal wear, and then meet with the style influencer. So, Joel, you worked on this a lot.
Yes, quite a bit.
How do we get to the style influencer?
So we have to find a style influencer, and you know, like everything in our game, one of the easiest ways, go right to the PC. The computer seems to have all of our contact for everything, so there should be a new freelancer pie menu on it.
Yep.
And underneath that, you should see a chat with style influencer. It should even name the sim. If you're entitled to EP6 fame, then you'll probably have the one that comes with it, which is Izzy. You might know the sim from, what is it, Sims Mobile, I think?
Oh, yeah.
So, pretty famous
fabulous
sim. Pretty famous sim. And he wants to talk with you and fill you in on the local scene of what's going on in the fashion world.
Adding the integration to the other aspects of the game really helps make that gameplay feel really immersive. So I do really appreciate that the Gurus took the time to look into this and take it into account when they were creating this aspect of the pack. The Gurus then went on to demonstrate some of the gameplay objects, which included the fashion mark, the tripod, the backdrop for the photography, etc. So there was a smaller backdrop that has some different options. So similar to the previous photo studio that we got with Get to Work. However, this one is sort of, you know, it's more like you can move things around. Like, it's not all attached. Like, the tripod's not attached to the background. So they also showed off some really cool larger animated backdrops. These you can make, you know, as long as you like. You can tile them. All the animations tile as well. The addition of this really gives your photographs the ability to have a slightly different background, even if you use the same backdrop multiple times. So the animations will be in different places. So I really appreciated that they thought about that. And I mean, the animations are just really cool to look at, honestly. There was a lot of photography related gameplay to go over, and I'm pretty impressed with the amount of depth that this photography skill now has gotten. Using the fashion mark, you can now take a sim into casts in order to change their clothing for the photo. And I mean, you just have so much more control now with how the photos will look. Set up your shots however you want. You know, set your sim and put them right there and they're good to go. And in the actual UI of the new, you know, camera setup here, we're using the tripod, you can now change the sim poses without backing out. So this is... Okay, so I use the photo studio a lot. I have used it a lot, and I need to have, you know, certain poses, certain emotions come through with the Sims. So I would have to sort of cheat their moods. I would have to just first try to hope for a random pose that's going to work for me. And if that didn't work, have to back out, go back in, back out, go back in. So you can actually now cycle through poses while still in the UI. So that is amazing. That is just top-notch gameplay for me. The most mind-blowing revelation that I had during watching the stream was actually when they tabbed around the sim when taking the photo. Honestly, I pretty much yelped because I didn't see this coming. I was so excited for it. I didn't know about it. So thank you guys so much for including this and making the photography so much more interesting. Yeah, it's just so much more in depth. So they just showed off multiple people in a photo. You can now add up to 3 Sims in a photo. Children, of course, can be taken in photos, and toddlers can be held in photos. And the toddlers have some pretty cute poses, not gonna lie. Up to 3 Sims can be photographed using the fashion marks in one photo, and they will all change their poses if you cycle through or change their poses through using the new tripod. Even your cats and dogs, I mean, if you have the Sims cats and dogs, obviously, but they even have their own capabilities in this. They have some poses with your Sims, and oh my god, it's just honestly so good. It's just so much unexpected you know, photography stuff here. So I'm very happy with all of this. All of the things. The lighting they mentioned also pretty realistic, mimicking real life studio lights. The tripod itself allows for a multitude of new features as well. So like previous stated, you can take photos with the tripod and it allows you to change poses. You can add filters, zoom in and out. You can use the tripod with any camera in the game as well. The new camera system also upgrades the photos that you can take within the UI from 5 to 10 before backing out. And you can now live drag this tripod into your Sim's inventory and take it anywhere. So you can place that in the world wherever you are. It doesn't have to be on your Sim's lot. You can place it wherever. This will allow your photographs to have so many more backgrounds and environments to really give your photography some life. We have many beautiful worlds in this game, so I'm very excited to take my Sim out and snap some of those really nice shots that you wouldn't normally be able to take. And yeah, so they also demonstrated that your Sim can also take selfies with other Sims using the tripod, so they set up some sort of timer. So, I mean, there's just a lot of gameplay here in terms of the photography skill. So the gurus also demonstrated the new frames. A lot of this we received in the new base game update. You can now change the frame color and drag wall photographs onto surfaces, turning them into tabletop photos. And you can do this in live mode. Or live mode. I call it live mode because I'm so used to saying the word live, but anyway. They also showed off some really cool multi-frames. So you can feature 3 photos and the photos just sort of like go into it. Again, you can drag these in live mode, so no need to go into build by at all. Another thing that apparently we missed in the trailer was the digital frames. So these allow you to add photos, and the frames will cycle through the photos. And you can adjust the speed of this cycle, giving you more options of how fast they go. So, I mean, they also have like a little bit of illumination to them, giving them more of that digital look. And it's really an unexpected addition for the new photography upgrade. And I think most players who actually care about taking photos in your game, like, I'm not talking about like every player, but I mean, some people really like making family photos or like taking a lot of photos in their game. I feel like this is really going to speak to them. This whole pack, I feel like, is really going to speak to them, you know, depending on what it is that they like. But I feel like this is a great pack if you are somebody who loves photographing your Sims. So yeah, I think everybody who does that will be pleasantly surprised by this pack and this update. I mean, all in all, I really do feel like this stuff pack has a lot to offer. Even if you aren't fussed for some of the designer style clothing that many of the people who, like, you know, a lot of people aren't happy with the collab. And I mean, that's okay too. A lot of people just aren't, you know, fussed with this style. But I do really hope that players give this pack a chance, because in my opinion, it is one of the more fuller and useful stuff packs that we've ever gotten. I am really looking forward to playing around with the new career and the new studio objects. There's a lot of potential for new gameplay here. I think that's the thing. It's like there's a lot that you can do, in my opinion, depending on how you play your game, especially compared to the other stuff packs that we've gotten in the past. But honestly, don't take my word for it. If you disagree, that's totally your prerogative. Like, if whatever you like is whatever you like. But honestly, I've liked this ever since the collab was announced. I don't know. I just really liked it. I enjoy the idea. I enjoy sort of the, it took me by surprise, and I really like that. But anyway, you can pick it up for yourself on Tuesday, August 13th on PC and on September 3rd on console. I will also be live on Twitch on Monday, August 12th, so the day before release, for early access live stream of the pack. So you can follow me on Twitch. My link is in the description as always. I'll also be uploading some early access content to this channel as well on the same day. But thanks for watching. You can watch me live on Twitch. Link is in the description. I'm live 5 days a week. You can also hit that subscribe button here if you like my videos. And until next time, bye guys.